Hey everybody, Brad Linder back at you with Modok, the card of the day. Thought I'd have a little fun with it because I always thought that he looked kind of like I know he was made beforehand, but I always thought Krang from the Ninja Turtles looked like him. So I thought it would be fun to mess with it a little bit. And there you have it. A couple of kids with Ninja Turtles. I'm going to share this over to the page real quick before I continue. Okay, there we go. Cool deal. Now, yeah, a couple of kids down here with Ninja Turtles, stuffed Ninja Turtles, and him floating above, all angry and mad about not being Krang from the Ninja Turtles. I just always found that to be just seriously funny. So I hope you do too. But now this one's going to be a lot more sketchy. I've got it minimalistic as a cartoon style, and it's a very tiny panel, so we're going to see how much of it we can squeeze in here and make it look professional. That's a technical term, by the way. On this late Saturday evening for most of us. Decided to do a card later this evening because retention on Saturday is a little bit later, so I'm good with that. Thought I'd share it out with everybody and see how it's going. But anyway, here we go with this Krang. I mean Modok. Excuse me. But no, I thought it would be hilarious, and I hope you find it that way too, because I sure did. But yeah, this character is way underrated as a supervillain, basically because he's a big floating head. But not to mention the fact that the unknown rule of thumb with MODOK is he beat the crap out of Captain America twice. Not just once, but twice. When Kirby was on the run, and I think it was Herb as well. Don't hold me to that. I think it was Herb as well, and back in the day when Captain America and the Avengers were crossing this guy all the time, he was pretty stout, and not to mention the fact that he was like huge. He's not just a normal, run-of-the-mill floating brain. He actually has a body, and these little arms are his. But these little arms and legs sticking out of this armor are his. And this is a floating chair here for the rest of his little body that comes out from underneath his head. And it's always been fascinating to me the way that his anatomy doesn't work, but yet when you check him out in the comic book, it always does. So go figure, Granted, like I said, I need to clean this up a little bit because this is going to be a sketch card that I am going to be offering up for those who may want it. And I don't want to skimp out. I'll clean it up as I ink and clean the lines up and stuff. But just trying to sketch this out really quick. So bear with me here. I don't want anybody to freak out. It looks like crap, man. No, I don't want you guys to be. I don't want you guys to think that, because I'm not going to cop out on you. It's going to be a good card. I just like cutting in all these edges and stuff here. And I'm going with the old school 60s design, 60s, 70s design when he showed up. And I've just always really dug this character as a villain. And like I said, I think he's way underrated as far as that goes. And he used to have this big yellow-orange type of tangerine style body armor with these big purple or green gloved legs and arms. And they were, more often than not, they were either silver or purple. But they did come out green a couple of times. Maybe it's tarnished from being in New York. I don't know. Whatever works. But He had these wings here on the side, and they were always smooth to the edge of his chair. I'll cut them in here, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to back this kid up where I originally had him like right there. I'm going to back him up to like right here. I'm going to make this kid look a little smaller. Put in the ear right there. See the little cheekbone. Come down here. Like I said, this one's going to be a lot sketchier than usual because of the fact that I wanted to have this one look it. So, you know, because some people say, well, you overdo the cards too much and you need to back them up a little bit and da-da-da-da-da-da. And I was just like, okay, cool. Hey, let's work for me. I can definitely sketch this stuff out with no problem and have you guys lose some of the detail if that's what you want to do. You know, I'll draw right through and over it on this one just to show kind of what it would be like if I did it as a literal sketch card where this stuff wasn't quite as detailed. Normally everybody likes to see the sketch cards come out, you know, ready to rock and roll and fleshed out and smooth. And this one, like I said, everybody's said some stuff about it, and I just like wanted to knock it out a little bit and show the difference so that you guys will understand. You know, when I do these cards, there is a lot of detail in them, whether you believe it or not. Okay, that big old kid hand in there. Now I'm going to draw the leg of the turtle, the other leg of the turtle, and then drawing the back here. I wanted to keep this one really raw because I've seen a lot of people just go in and tear these up and draw next to no detail on them. And I'm doing this one to prove a point. Having a little fun with it, keeping it really relaxed, and drawing out the shell of the turtle there. Now we got the kid's profile. We got this other kid over here. I'm going to show this one right about here. Pop in an ear there. Gonna make this kid like really mad because Modok's griping at him. Pop in a collar right here. Put that lip out there. Make this one like a really mad kid. And make him pouting about it. Make him a Ninja Turtle here. And we'll put in the chest piece there, the arm right there. And we'll draw the legs sticking out down here. Draw the side and the shell. And there we go. Cool deal, right? Not quite as impressive as some of the other stuff that I've done, right? But it'll work. You guys, like I said, you asked for more sketchy stuff. And, you know, you ask for what you get. But, you know, I'm not trying to be a jerk or anything about it. I'm just proving the point that, you know, when people say that I put in too much work into these things and too much detail into them. You know, well, can you make them a little faster? Well, yeah, I can make them a lot faster, and I can make them a lot grittier if that's what you want, but it's still not going to be as impressive as when I draw them full out for the 30 minutes or so that I put into them. And the reason is because it's a totally different creature at that point, because this one's going to be super sketchy. Go down here, draw in these Modok style base heels for the boot. Keep it really open-ended there. Okay, got the shoes on, got the feet, got the legs, got the arms, got the mohair cut up here. Now see, when I do these cards, you can make them really sketchy like this and simple, or you can make them more refined like I normally tend to do. You know, I mean, this one is probably the worst one since Doc Ock, which took all of 10 minutes to do. The reason for that is because of the fact, like I said, I wanted to show I wanted to show how abstract they can be whenever they're sketchy like this, and how intense that it can make it to eat up the detail and not flesh them out. You know, people ask me all the time, well, can you do a traditional sketch card and just kind of make it a funny and leave it simple? And well, this is what you get, you know. Now I normally wouldn't do it at this standard at all, because for one, I am not into this. But like I said, I wanted to prove the point. It can be done. It can be a lot, you know, a lot more simplistic. But you guys are going to have to let me know if that's the way you want me to keep doing these, or if you want me to keep going on my more polished level, you know. I hear that a lot, that I'm hurting a lot of artists' feelings by doing this and whatnot. Man, you put out too much work and you're making us hurt and suffer, and it's making our work suck and blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, really? It's like, sure, I'll put one out as a speed card. For me, this is a speed card. It's about as fast as I'm willing to get, because it has to be recognizable. Even though it's sketchy, it's still got to be recognizable, or it's not worth it to me to do it, because, you know, that's my rep on the line for the artwork if it doesn't show up and it doesn't look the part. So got to get Modok in here, cut this little guy in, because he's the part that matters. And with all the new material coming out and stuff, you know, everybody's saying, well, you're doing too much, you're doing too much. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm just having a little fun with it, because this is for me, this is a speed drawing. I would never put this out as a professional piece. And I can do them a lot faster than this and a lot cleaner than this, but the point was to go as minimalistic as possible with what we had, okay? So I'm going to cut the kid's eye in here. He's pouting down this way, and going to cut in the arm and the hair right here. There's the hair. I'll go over here and cut in the shoulder right there. Now, I know he looks a little older than he should, because I cut in so much of his neck and whatnot, but cut in the side corner of the eye there, cut in the chin, cut in that sleeve, and this one is going to be I think I'm going to segment these. This one is going to be just about done. I'm going to segment these real quick. Okay, cool deal. I think I'm going to go up here and segment these arms as well. Just to show where these segments are a little better. Okay. And to refine that hair a little bit, I'll go in here and do the simple one side divide. So we have that going on. Give this a little depth. I mean, see, we can make these really simple and really tongue-in-cheek, but I'd rather do some more detailed stuff. So you guys definitely need to come on board and let me know. I mean, like I said, I'm not bent about it. I just wanted to show the difference. You know, everybody asked me if I would do a quicker card and a little bit different refinement. Well, there you go. If I went in Disney style and did that shortcut animation pop-off style that they do, apparently I've got a gnat in here. It came in from outside where we did some yard work today before the cold snap again tomorrow. But we brought in some plants and stuff before the last cold snap, so they didn't die. But anyway, he's buzzing around here. But yeah, I wanted to show a little bit different edge on this and rough it up a little bit and go from that perspective and show you guys exactly how it would work, rather than doing my traditional heavier detailed stuff. There we go. Pop in a line back here for a little bit of a shadow line. Differentiate that a little bit. Shade out this side here. Drawing a little line underneath there for a little shadow. Pop in a little right here. Make him pop up a little bit. And now cut in that base right there, right before we put out the little Modok stream of fire here that allows him to hover. So we have Modok mad at some Ninja Turtle fans that are begging him to stop calling him Krang. That are begging him for autographs, and he's trying to get them to stop calling him Krang. So we have that going on. Hope you guys dig it. Like I said, it's a little sketchier than usual, but per request, there you go. So some people have been asking me to do something a little quicker and a little more Disney-esque. So there you go. Hope you dig it. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow.